Hello coders and welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing this tasty cheesecake. So as always I'm using CodePen and I have already a file in HTML and scss. I have the plate that I used in my last 2 or 3 projects, and these are the colors for all the browsers. Also these are the colors for the ingredients that I'm going to use for this beautiful cheesecake that we saw earlier. I'm going to comment the border, and now this is the plate. It is exactly the same as my previous projects. So under the class plate I'm going to start writing my new classes, and the first one is base. Inside the base I have a base copy, and I'm going to continue is inside this class with the cheese and the cheese copy class. I'm also going to have a cream and a cream copy. So now in the CSS, I will start filling all my properties with position absolute, top 29, left 20, and and all the other properties. Now to make it a little better, I'm going to use the clippy tool. The clippy tool helps you to make all these weird shapes. You can also do them with pure CSS, but in this way it's much easier. I'm going to continue with the base copy. You don't need top or left, as the base copy is the exactly same with the base. You just change a little bit of the width and the height, and of course the color. Now as for the cheese class, you need to change the color first of all, and then the other properties too. Now I'm going to change also the name, because I forgot it as base. And then the same for the cheese copy class. Okay, what was my next class? Cream. As for the cream, once again do the same. I decided to use this pink color, but of course you can do whatever you like. Alright, and we continue with the cream copy. Change a little bit the color, and once again the width and the height. Alright. Now we're going to continue with the whipped cream. Maybe your cheesecake don't have a whipped cream, but I think that I like mine with some whipped cream too. I will add 3 bullets in the right corner, and maybe if you don't want them to be routed, as I'm going to do, you can use the clippy tool to make it also the shape that you like. Right, and something like this, maybe a little bit smaller. Okay, let's go to HTML, because you should put them inside the class of the base and not outside. That was my mistake. Sorry guys. Now I'm going to continue with the inside of the whipped cream bullets that we did earlier. Nice. Okay, do you see this? You only need 1 whipped cream, as it's in every class of your whipped cream pink bullets. You don't want this 3 times. And so now we're going to do the cherries. The cherries are going to be red. I'm going to have a lot of cherries. And inside these cherries, I'm also going to have some bullets. So you see me here that I'm using 2 classes, the cherry and an amber. So the cherry class will have some properties that you're gonna see me writing right now. But this class contains all the elements that we want for all our cherries, so you don't have to write them many times. And now this is the property, this is an advantage that only SCSS has. You can write this end symbol and then continue with the class. And it's like an inheritance if you are familiar with this term from programming. You see, it's very easy. You only have to write top and left, and all the other properties are from the class cherry. Now I'm going to do this 27 times, so I just fast forward it a little bit. I mean, it's 27 times the same, you don't need anything else. And now, as for the cherry bullet, you only need once, because it's included in every cherry, so you don't have to write it many times. And it's ready. Okay. I only put a bottom and a right border, but you can have whatever border you want, it's a really small detail. And now as for my cherry stick, I decided only to have one, and I'm going to put it somewhere in the middle. Now this is a small trick here about how to do this stick. I'm going to take a circle, but I'm going to use a half circle. You don't need everything here from the circle. And also bear in mind that you don't want a background. Okay, and now that's it. So last but not least, I'm going to add some syrup. Okay, I think I have some problems writing the word syrup, but I'm going to add it. So I'm going to add it in 3 levels, one up, one bottom, and one in the plate. You can't, I repeat, do it by once. I mean, you can do it, but it won't look so nice. So I decided to make in 3 parts. Some of the syrup will be in 2 parts, like up and bottom, and others will be in 3, which the third will be in the plate. Now, as for the color here, I'm using RGBA. In the RGBA, the last A stands for opacity, with the smaller B 0 and the greatest value is 1. So you need here RGBA if you want the opacity to be quite visible, and you can see the color from the cheesecake, which is behind our glass syrup. I think also the border gives a nice effect, and I'm going to do the same for all my syrups. Just adjust the properties left and top, and everything else it's the same. Of course, you can have your syrup everywhere you like. Okay, now we're talking about a tasty cheesecake. Let's see it in a full screen. Yes, that's nice. Thank you guys, and if you did like it, please consider share and subscribe.